just can really, really abuse in a lane. Wow. Urho doesn't make it out. Fan with that max range. Eldruins, they're going to be able to get the kill.
First kill of the game, first blood claimed by Galeforce Esports. And they'll get a tower and start working on the next one with the giant camp still active. Zeratul chasing after Mike Udall, lands Singularity Spike. He's going to try to fly.
Vorpal now. He doesn't have it. You can Vorpal halfway through and get the damage off. I know, because Glarng has done it to me personally. He almost killed me with it.
Thank you for admitting that to us.
So this is going to be shots converted with the flight down. Casanova can make this rotation, and no longer do we see the global advantage. Casanova's looking for the flank. Jason was kind of sniffed out. Urho is on the back line with them. Crow in here is going to have to find a way. Gets a teleport.
Cleanse, but Airho still body blocking him, trying to get the damage for the team. Tiger dives in, gets the kill. Crow and low too, being dotted down with this poison damage. Stormwolf from the side. Airho claims a kill on Li Ming, and no tomorrow. Somehow, some way are doing it. They get 2 kills. Falstad's still up in the top lane. No tomorrow gets to the temple.
I think that's very reasonable. I think that was a definite outplay on the side of No Tomorrow for that early skirmish there. But I also think it's very reasonable for them to lose these early game skirmishes when looking at their composition. It's when 10 comes online that I'm not as convinced on how well their composition is going to do. But at Karazim, you know, Zeratul are one of the best kind of mid-gamers, pre-10 heroes in the game. Tracer's another one of them. Illidan, anybody who can really chase and skirmish very, very well. The 10's online, so we'll see if they keep up that you know, upward trend. Palm was the choice for Tiger JK.
Leaping strike for Lunar. Really only things of note, Army of the Dead. Haven't seen any Syndragoses today. Haven't seen any this weekend. Every once in a while we get one, but not in this match.
This would be one of the better compositions he gave away with it, but it's one of the worst maps for Syndragosa. It's going to be a dash out by Tiger. Falstad and Zeratul is still going to be the 1v1s. This is a 1-core split for both teams. I hate being the Falstad in this matchup so bad. As you can see why. He keeps the W up, which is really big.
He did the hammer gains over static shield.
Urho not going to move in. He did. He went with the traditional auto attack build. It does make you weaker into the Zeratul in 1v1s, and anytime he tries to all in you. But realistically, I don't know. It's hard to say that, because if the Zeratul has cooldowns, in theory he can counter the shielding faster than he can counter the hammer gains, because he just teleports out, then Vorpal's back. But you at least force a Vorpal there, whereas you don't force the Vorpal when you go with the hammer gains into those 1v1s. And losing that Vorpal means sometimes your life post-gust. Yeah. So that is a really big deal.
Temple's activating. It's a double temple phase. Galeforce Esports trying to get their mercenary camp. Nice timings with those two. Even the giant camp was taken later than No Tomorrow, so that's being cleared out. No Tomorrow's trying to figure out where they want to fight. Falstad's in the bottom lane. So is Casanova.
Conveniently, Mike Udall can always find him. He's getting flanked right now by Jason. They know it. There's going to be the first barrel roll. Urho quickly realizes that, forces the gust. He will get the flight before the dwarf toss Storm Bolt.
All the way. The long con from Arrow, just a little bit too long. Falstad flies his way out. Casanova keeps a hold of the bottom temple, so a trade on the temples. Slight structure advantage for No Tomorrow, so a little bit better for them, but really very even game.
Yeah, there is really nothing separating these teams minus, you know, a trickle of experience and 1 kill. Structure health is almost going to be mirrored. Talents are going to be mirrored now as 13 is picked up.
Greater Spell Shield and Gloom to try to make sure that No Tomorrow can not enable Crowan to get his famed resets.
Yeah, that is really going to hinder his ability to dive. Even Spell Shield on Karazim. So all 3 of the members. Zeratul was the only one, I guess, out of the 4 targets that would be a kill target that did not go into spell shield.
We still got mending strikes.
Yeah, and so that is going to be a lot easier for Karzim to be able to heal up off that burst now, or should be able to with the palm. Timing that around the damage taken. Gale Force is known to be evading this. Will the members make the rotation down fast enough? Equinox, you know, very overextended.
Can they force him to use army here?
They can just force the fight, period.
There's Void Prison down. Equinox has to use army. Airho, Casanova on him.
Oh,
dives in. Sanctification 2. Fan body blocks. Zeratul. Palm hits. Twilight Dream procs it, but Murden still goes down.
Just enough damage there with the composition. Everybody pressing their R buttons, and Gale Force gets the first kill. They are not done, though. The Span has moved in. That got them about half a level over No Tomorrow here. But that is the only difference. And what that skirmish has been able to change, set the kills to dead even.
More importantly, though, it gives No Tomorrow their first taste of Sanct after Void Prison.
Yeah, and, you know, a bit of the taste of what this composition can do when they all press their R buttons at the same time. That was not pretty in terms of the, you know, timing and the synergy of everything. The Sanctification was decent as a stop to the Void, but past that point, you know, typically you want to use Army and Sanct a little bit more forward, not direct unless it's going to be dropped into a Wombo. And even then, Gale Force didn't even pause. They were just, yep, one of you's dying. Even if you hit a Legendary Palm, doesn't matter.
Double kill.
So they are going to have to approach their fight very different here. No Tomorrow for this next one.
Triple kill.
It's going to be a lot about vision. Good job by Fan finding Casanova.
Another temple phase. No Tomorrow looks to want to fight over this one versus trading out yet again. But Gale Force Esports is getting closer and closer to 16. Casanova's flanking. He's looking for the right Void Prison. There's going to be 4 members. Can they keep Equinox out of this and take him down before he walks in? No, they cannot. Gust gets Equinox out of the terrible situation he was in.
And they still have Sanctification and Twilight Dream, so that was about the shortest cooldown they could spend there to be able to get that peel. No Tomorrow, still miles behind in their ability to try and take this fight. 16 is now chosen for Gale Force as well. So No Tomorrow has to give this up.
And No Tomorrow fought over the temple that was controlled by Gale Force, which means, yes, Casanova can rotate to the bottom, but it's only a amount of time until Gale Force Esports finishes this temple and tries to look for the next one. They're cutting off Casanova's retreat to the back. Casanova uses his Singularity Spike to get out, and he's going to go back onto Michael Udall.
They get him! They got him! Through freak events, somehow they get the kill!
They want more, too. They spot Equinox. No Army of the Dead. Airho body blocking. Stormbolt goes down, doesn't connect with them.
Jason's there with the frost shots, drops the strafe. Sanctification to be able to get the counter. Fan with a beautiful Holy Ground splitting that. Beautiful palm though, before the Twilight Dream hits. Tiger Gate, JK. What did he just do?
Equinox! Equinox is down, Akaface is too. No Tomorrow! Casanova was caught!
Oh my! That palm!
Yeah. Tiger JK was like, I hear you, Dread. I hear your criticisms. Here's a palm for you. Let's see it again.
My brain! Okay, so we already lost the fall set, so we'll just take a minute to appreciate the positioning of Tiger.
Yeah, Jason gets so hot once Fan goes for him.
Holy Ground.
Death to all who serve the rage.
Just dashes over to the side, tries to get on top of him, drops the beautiful palm, and that wins him the fight.
Frost shot.
Wow, man. Meanwhile,
What just...
no.
No!
How did...
No! What just happened?
Guys, I need a status update. Hello?
No.
My vengeance will be denied no longer.
Oh, man.
Okay, so my frame of reference, correct me if I'm wrong, but so we started and they were doing fine.
Yeah, they just rectify. Okay, we're gonna have a replay of what happened during our replay. So No Tomorrow went for boss. Okay. Fan has Holy Ground. My Few Dog gets chased away. They want to chase away the Gust.
There's no Syncs.
Here's
Gust
Gust.
is forced.
Trees takes him out.
Gets
Crowan-
the 1v1.
Okay.
And then Tyrael dies up top. See, this
That
makes
was a lot
lot
of
more
magic
sense.
missiles missing. Crowan gets taken out, but Fan's just chilling on the point. No one can get there. Jason gets taken out with the right. Gets a heal. Oh, Fan's the one who goes down. But a boss is stolen.
Shots converted. Not going to get a keep. I've just never come back to such a lost moment after a replay of my life. All right, so what do we know?
I feel like I don't know after the craziness of the last couple minutes, but we know the boss was stolen. No Tomorrow in the last team fight. They got a couple of picks once Gale Force Esports did claim the boss. So No Tomorrow are ahead in experience, 8 kills to 3. They're on their way to having 21st. They almost have a keep down, but so far structurally, no one has taken out a keep.
Take the altars and put
Status update with Gilly.
Status update with Gilly.
Complete.
And so I'm trying to think about Gale Force hasn't won the last 2 skirmishes. Well, they won one. The next one, I don't know if I count as a full fight. And that last one, obviously, with Palm, worked out. Can No Tomorrow win a full 5-on-5 post 20 into Gale Force's composition? And I'm still on the no side. I don't see them actually winning these fights. They have won a couple of them here and there, but a lot of those have been through staggered positioning misplays rather than, you know, the, okay, time's up, so let's fight.
What do we have on either side? Double rewind, probably. Murden and Zeratul.
Yes, on Murden, definitely Zeratul. Murden,
Storm
most
Shield?
likely.
What's Crazy get?
You go for Storm Shield, yeah. Or you go for Epiphany. So went for Storm Shield.
Death Siphon for Vala, maybe? Yeah. We're going after the keep. Keep confirmed. Airho zoning.
Team's gonna walk out. There's shots on top.
Tyrael's in the top. They know someone's there.
Yeah, so they're gonna go respond to him, which they should be looking to try and cut him off. Actually, Crowan went in. Nobody there to catch him out. So these shots are gonna be looked to captured by No Tomorrow. Gale Force is still grasping for that 20, but with the front wall up here for Gale Force Esports, this will not be a keep.
Do you feel like No Tomorrow should be forcing this 20 more? Harder? Is there anything else we can really do than get the temple?
No. See, that's like one of the weirdest things about Sky Temple is every time you have the advantage, you can be like, well, can't we be forcing this harder? And can, like, awkwardly enough, most of the time, no. The shots are the most effective strategy you can have unless you have a global with like an absurd lead. Can you make, you reach for double the objectives, right? It is very strange, but this is probably the biggest play No Tomorrow can have. The only thing they could have done, there is one counter argument, and that is you take out the front wall on top keep for free and mid keep wall, and then you take the shots. And that gives you the keeps. You enable everything to set up a keep. That's as good as it gets.
Ooh, that root casually grabbed a couple people for Crowan to start damaging. No Tomorrow are going to use this time to force, but they are only 20 advantage for a little bit longer. Can they take out this keep in time?
Tyrael's not there.
In.
Tyrael showing on bottom is what gives them this leeway, and he's now back, and 20's picked up. They're out.
Epic Mountain Bolt for Twilight Dream. Temporal Flux for Slows on Disintegrate. Holy Arena! 1 second longer Sanctification and 25% more damage. And Anti-Magic Shell for Arthas.
Giant's going to be captured here for GFE. The boss is up. All the teams hanging out around it.
Oh, man.
Have you ever seen a bigger buzzkill than talking trees after that pause? Seriously. We are, what is it? Our in-game timestamp right now is about 18 minutes in. This is,
like all the others.
how is this going to end? I want to know. What are your thoughts?
The grave keeper.
Who do you want to win? Hit me with that one.
No, I'm not allowed to have favorites.
Let's be honest here. Everybody knows you have a preference in your heart. Just hit me with it.
Ah, I'm the biggest esport fan, man. I love an underdog story. I'm
Okay,
sorry.
I thought you were going to say I couldn't come up with one. You're like, I just can't say anything because I
No,
love esports so much.
Yeah, I love everything.
I just wanted the competition.
I love an underdog story.
Okay.
I love Gale Force Esports too, but No Tomorrow have made it this far now.
I'm going to be honest, I'm the same way. Like, we talked a lot in the past that I've always felt like Gale Force was just always so close to hitting this power spike, and it was like finally, maybe they were going to turn it online and be just a completely different team in part 2. And then now seeing, obviously, No Tomorrow made really good changes as well. I'm a little torn right now that we're minutes away from figuring out who's going to end up winning the series. But I'm with you. I'm not so much an underdog dude, but I am this team obviously is making changes and that should be rewarded in some way kind of guy.
Yeah.
And so that makes me really want to lean towards No Tomorrow, but it's always just, Gale Force is like this close. It's like, I can't just say no when they're that close to it. And honestly, I think no matter what, No Tomorrow walks away with this winner, because if I'm Gale Force after today, I don't go mission accomplished, even if they win this.
Well, one thing to remember though for Gale Force too is we asked them if having to prepare for 2 opponents in 1 weekend, how much harder that was for them. And Crowan said it was way harder
Yeah.
to have to prepare for both. They had to prepare for Superstars. Looking at standings, probably prepared for Superstars harder than they prepared for No Tomorrow. Yes, you can say, okay, No Tomorrow had a good showing versus Tempo Storm, but it was still a 0-3.
Yeah.
So you can look at that and say, okay, we probably should prepare for Superstars harder. And if that was an imbalanced amount of preparation, that could also be why we're seeing Gale Force falter just a little bit here in the series.
Yeah, I think that's a really good point, you know, because you even brought it up to me. We were like, well, how much is that going to hurt them? And it's like, I mean, it will always make the games worse for a team that has to play 2 teams in 1 weekend. It just comes down to more of, yeah, the difference in play styles, how much they think should be committed. And obviously, you know, No Tomorrow, unless you went out of your way to really dissect their games from part 2 so far, you would just be like, I mean, it's a free win, right? If you're in Gale Force's shoes.
Yeah, No Tomorrow only had to prepare for 1 opponent, that is Gale Force Esports, and they had 2 series, unlike Superstars who only had 1, to try to figure out Gale Force strats. Obviously, one of the best things they could have done was take out Brax's holdout. That's gotten them straight to the position that they're in now. I don't know who's going to win, but we have the game ready. Let's see who claims this series on Sky Temple. The stakes are so high right now.
Let's go. I'm ready. I don't want to speak about it anymore. I want to watch. Here we are. Back in it. Back in the action. That's about the 3rd time I feel like we need a context moment where we let everybody know.
It's like status check. Okay, keeps. Okay, we see them now. And boss and 20s. Okay, we're ready to go.
Yeah, so TLDR is this game is infinite close in game 5, and that's all you need to know.
That's a great way to sum it up.
All right, so the camp is going to be started by Vala and Karazim. That will put them in a spot to eventually be able to pick up the keep. Still is going to be Gale Force scouting around here. Immediately dropping the scouting drone. They know they're not here. Do they start? They do!
As soon as the bruisers are capped. Arrow's around. How
They
fast can
scout
get down?
it.
But man,
Oh.
Holy Ground and Gust. Arrow's trying to flank way around from the side. All of Gale Force trying to run away from this boss situation.
Oh, Tiger JK's, he can dash out. He's going to be fine. They want to leash the boss. Oh! I blame trees, but it's Jason.
Well, it was Arrow who DC'd.
Oh, well, it's Urho, actually.
he
It's,
DC'd again.
it's his teammates pausing.
Oh no, and that's not a great place. That's DC.
It's kind of a...
Here's the team.
All right, so yeah,
Here's Arrow.
as you can see by my diagram, this is the team, and this is Urho right here. That's the difference between the two, as we can see. You can't see.
Not even a little bit.
Should have demonstrated it. It's literally right in front of me, and I still just casually don't do it. Yeah, he is miles away. He will be back. He's already burned Avatar.
Yep.
They need the boss to leash. Talking Trees auto-attacked it 1 time with Lunar. The passive poison never let the boss leash, so it is sitting at 30% HP. Avatar's down. Everybody's in terrible position for No Tomorrow. And, worst of all, they have 0 boss control to compare to.
Yeah, Holy Ground, even with Garage's forging to make sure that it's up. Gust, too. I love the flank idea from Arrow. It's the pure and simple problem that he is the one who DC'd. It's a little scary.
Yeah. Man, this is... I'm sad that it had to come down to this, where we have pauses, we've got replays on top of replays, we've got a little bit of everything.
All right, guys, we are going to take a break while we try to let Airho figure this out, but don't go anywhere because the conclusion to Game 5 after this.
You've lost this one, Raven Lord. This world turns against you.
I will not let go of my domain so easily.
MVP.
The demon Asmodan had his ultimate victory within reach, until the opposing heroes dealt him a devastating defeat. Asmodan went back to the drawing board and rediscovered his love of the game. The Lord of Sin became the Lord of the Slam.
This is my house. Let's see if you've got game. Oh, there it is. Dude, welcome to my jam.
So, one day I wake up to find that me and my friends are lost. Again! No one said it was your fault, Olaf. But if there's one thing we're good at, it's getting lost. No, Baylock, we're good at. Now what? Listen, I'm trying to say that if we stick together, there's no obstacle. Oh no! Back up! Oh no! Like I was saying, if we work as a team, the three of us, we can accomplish anything. Don't mess with the Vikings. That's right.
Eric, I gotta go remove that. Please.
Now? Couldn't you have gone before we left?
Oh.
Welcome back to HGC North America, and thank you for your patience. We're still waiting for Airho to reconnect so that we can get back underway with game number 5 on Sky Temple. It's such a tense moment with no tomorrow. 2-2, tied up with Gale Force Esports.
And now significantly down in this game, just based on the circumstances we left. Airho all alone with not much supporting a boss that's being captured that they don't want to be captured. It's been a close series, but we only got it feels like a couple seconds left.
Yeah, it is understandable in this case why we want to make sure that everybody is completely good to go, because we're going to hop back into a super pivotal moment within the game. Now, during the break, we saw a little teaser for Hanamura, which is going to be out with the launch of Heroes 2.0, which happens on Tuesday. We're going to have a live stream with a ton of awesome events happening there, including Hanamura and Genji release even a new hero as well. It'll be announced during the live stream, so make sure you mark your calendars for that. That's going to be April 25th, Tuesday at 11 a.m. PDT. Dredd, I know you're involved with that. Pretty pumped.
Yeah, we're going to be casting, I believe it's a Hanamura show match that we're going to be going over. Best of 5, I think, is going to be the circumstances. But either way, it's a new map, professional play. It'll always be a good time. Me and Kaldor are going to be the ones casting that, so make sure that you guys check it out.
Very exciting. Even as part of this 2.0 excitement, there are giving away some mega bundles for heroes. So if you guys are looking to get some new heroes, if you're new to the game, first of all, welcome to the greatest game on earth. Second of all, check out our website, playheroes.com, because they are giving away some mega bundles of heroes. And It's free stuff.
I mean, yeah, I want in. You know, sadly, I decided I would be the nerd who played in alpha and tried to buy all the heroes as fast as possible, but I made mistakes. Little did I know, one day, Heroes 2.0 would be here, and I would be stuck and be like, ah, no. Could have gotten those mega bundles. Think about the value. The
value is real. Max value.
Max value.
No, so exciting for Heroes 2.0. There is so much cool stuff. In 2.0, I'm a huge fan of the sprays. We have some stylized sprays that are super cute. New skins, too, new skin tents, banners, which is awesome as well.
Yeah, that's probably what I'm most excited about. I really, 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 really enjoy the banners.
And I know a lot of people have been pumped about Genji, too. Have you gotten to play him at all?
At the summit, I was able to play a little bit of Genji. He did feel, obviously, very high skill. Like, I mean, if you haven't played him, his shift, the dash, so very tiny.
Oh, yeah, his E-dash.
Yeah, his E-dash in-game shift in the original Overwatch, so I was trying to appeal to our Overwatch audience. Because I don't know the name of the spell.
Nicely done.
Bam! But either way, his dash is extremely thin, and that's the only way to really get much happening with him.
And Hanamura, too. We got to play some games on that. So beautiful.
It is really pretty.
It's kind of a crazy objective, though.
It is. It is hectic, is the way I would put it.
Hectic is a great way to explain it.
Especially for a solo queue. Very early on, I feel like everybody's going to be like, where's my... Like, you know, like... When Haunted Mines gets reworked every single time that you see the new version, everybody goes, like, just picnic so hard. No idea what's happening. Just, like, everything's on fire, running around with chicken. I feel like that's going to be Hanamura very early on.
Yeah, I like these show matches that are done. We had the same with Warhead Junction and Braxis Holdout, and it's really fun for me, even just as a viewer, to get to watch the teams figure it out as I'm figuring it out.
Yeah.
So I'm like, oh, look at this cool little thing that I could do. So look forward to that live stream. Again, make sure you mark your calendars. Let's talk once again about what is at stake for the match, because again, we're in game number 5. We're waiting for Airho to reconnect between No Tomorrow and Gale Force Esports. Gale Force Esports, they're looking to be at the top of the standings if they can. Mid-season brawl, it is so important that you top the standings, because first place in standings immediately gets an invite to mid-season brawl, but everyone else has to play in the playoffs, which goes 6th place versus 5th. The winner of that takes on the 4th place, so you want to be as high up as you can in standings, which is what Gale Force is looking for. But No Tomorrow on the other side, it's Crucible talk.
Yeah, they're just trying to stay afloat and not risk that positioning. That's going to be the bottom two. But yeah, if No Tomorrow is able to win this game, no matter how poor the circumstances may look right now, it puts them into a position to not only help to climb out of the Crucible, but I think more importantly, what it does to Gale Force Esports. If everything projects forward where Gale Force at most only loses the teammate after that point, it would just ensure that they are going to be one notch down onto the playoffs.
And this win over Gale Force Esports does put No Tomorrow back over the Vidic for the first time, but it sounds like we are ready to get back into the game. The finale, hopefully, on Sky Temple. We'll see you inside.
Have you ever shot off a really big firework, but like a homemade one? Not homemade firework, but like one you bought at with your family? Because I feel like that's what's going to happen right now.
This Void Prison is incredible. Now, Airho did
forces
not...
the gust. The boss reset! Oh my gosh, he got at least 3 times. It's full health.
Airho did not reconnect, but he had to go in pursuant to the rules. Twilight Dream, Sanctification 2. Muradin is hanging out in there. Jason trying to get the kill. They take out Li Ming. Casanova goes down. It's a 2 for 1, 2 for 2.
That is going to be even for now. Fan and Trees skirmishing and out here 3 seconds before the leaping strike is up, and that is the only way he might be able to make it out. Arthas is coming to make sure they put the Howling Blast he'll
right into the bush. Stops him. No more Talking Trees. A 3 for 3. Muradin left. Tiger JK left. Mercenary Camp in the top lane. Double Warriors. There is a double Temple phase.
I'll be honest, the firework link was mainly just, I was going to talk about, when you set off the big one and you get a dud, and you're just like, man, that was a lot of build-up for a whole lot of just what could have been a poor firecracker. But luckily it wasn't.
There were a lot of sparks right there.
There was a lot of things happening. I thought for sure it would just be like, and the game that we've been building up for 5 minutes is just over. But no. Still moments alive. Shots are going to be traded. No Tomorrow pulls ahead because, again, with the keep and structure advantage that they have, it's in their interest. And Tiger JK is doing a good job stalling. He has burnt his Storm Shield, though. Yeah,
this is a weird spot, too, because up to this point, Gale Force Esports have been nice to the Muradin bot.
Is he seriously going to get solo?
Army of the Dead. Tiger JK, the legend. Muradin bot.
He's
Gets
back.
rooted.
Murdenbot's the
Oh,
real
he's,
MVP.
he's going in.
Okay, so let's give a shout out to. We've seen bots play competitive games before based on ruling. What those rulings are most of the time is if you take so long for something to happen that
It's 10 minutes.
10 minutes here, you know, other tournaments it can be a bit longer, then essentially they're going to go in. They're going to try and all in the core, just knowing that without the Murden. But either way, bots have played in the past. In Uther and ETC bot have actually won games for teams single-handedly.
There's a Gust on the strafe, pushing him back. Murdenbot chilling out. They are starting to
got
damage
him! No way!
Okay, so Malfurion is down. All the keeps, almost all the keeps are down on either side. There's one left that's starting to get shots. Tiger JK holding on to the last few shots of that will confirm the keep. No Tomorrow up a keep, playing with the bot.
Dude.
Also shout out to Gale Force Esports because they are playing this. They're being very nice about this.
Yes, that is true. Because in theory, Gale Force Esports could walk away with just being like, no, I think that's the end of it. I actually don't know the fine rules of that, but either way, the fact that they're willing to even entertain the thought. Because a lot of people, what you don't understand is being Gale Force Esports, you do not lose, you do not win the series. No matter what. Now, winning against No Tomorrow here would just be like, well, you should have done that earlier, faster, and you only did it because there was a bot.
They're not focusing the bot. They're making sure they're focusing the other players, and then and that's very sportsmanlike. So great job, Gale Force. No Tomorrow doing the best.
But still, it's a Murden bot. You gotta, you know, it feels just so crazy, the fact that they even managed to not throw on top of that boss after how out of position Murden bot was. They're gonna try. Gale Force is sitting around.
Do No Tomorrow even feel like they can contest a boss?
I mean, they did the last time and it worked out. I don't think they want to risk it, though, is based on the fact that they just have all those keeps up. It's in their best interest to not risk a boss fight. I've seen this happen, actually, just only a few seconds ago, earlier. The boss has now been scouting. Casanova knows it's low.
This rotation is pretty slow after getting the bruisers. Last time we had Airhope flank to make sure that not everyone was hit by the Gust. That's not the possibility now. Void was hit by a time. Casanova jumps in, strafe on the back line. Twilight Dream, it does go down, but look at the back line, it's so low!
And there's still, the boss just now died, so they've already got 2 pills.
But Jason!
Oh my gosh!
Jason's on the point, Tiger jumps back in!
He's still got the palm too, so Jason will be able to survive this. There it goes, the palm's proc, the Holy Ground splits, but with 2 members dead, they should be able to just end. Murdenbot didn't sniff out Akaface though. Tiger JK needs a dash. They can go for core right now.
They're just taking out Equinox.
They won. They did it.
Holy cow.
Can they? There's no way.
Fan's gonna try to Holy Crown people where he can away. He's going after Jason, but Casanova's just straight on core. There's a whole mercenary camp. No Tomorrow just took out Gale Force Esports.
After I just don't have words.
I don't have words either.
I just, what?
Huge congrats to No Tomorrow, first of all.
All right. You go ahead and throw out that piece.
Just huge congrats to them. No Tomorrow sits at the bottom of the standings for North America, and they just took out Gale Force Esports. They played their hearts out. They've been playing their hearts out, part 2. We question their consistency. They've just shown us how consistent they can be.
I completely agree. And I'm not going to be the guy who kind of, ruins the dreams afterwards. Obviously, I would put nothing but high praise, but I do feel like one is up here have to be the guy that goes, the amount of respect for the sportsmanship that happens out of Gale Force Esports to be like, you know what, we're not only going to play this out, whether that be the rules or not, but they weren't going out of their way to be like, we're going to take what is going to be a free win. Because if you've never played against a bot, it's pretty easy to bait them, and pros would just blow it up and be like, all right, thanks for the 5 versus 4. This is a free win. Somebody has to be that guy, because Gale Force legitimately, the minute Urho DCs, no matter what happens past that point, even if when he came back and he was out of position, he dies, Gale Force Esports, from a community perspective, would gain no respect. And somebody, I feel like, has to be like, You don't like, because I've been the guy playing against a bot. I have been. I lost to Cloud9 a game to a bot, and you like knowing just willing to try and play it out and not be disrespectful to your opponent, and understanding that it could mean you don't win a series deserves a lot more credit than it would at first.
Yeah,
time.
which is why we also mentioned it during the game.
Yeah.
We could spot it right away. So amazing job from both teams. Such an unfortunate issue at the end, but great sportsmanship from Gale Force Esports. They deserve a ton of credit. But even to get to the point that they were in, so does No Tomorrow.
Yeah.
That they took Gale Force Esports all the way to that point on Sky Temple. We have Casanova. We have to dissect this series. Hey, Casanova, congratulations! How are you guys feeling?
Really hyped. I'm shaking like a ton right now. Like that series was insane.
So, okay, talk to us about your preparation for Gale Force Esports. You knew that this was your only opponent this weekend. What were you guys' main goals coming into the series?
We had like our 2 main strategies against them. It was like on heavy macro maps, we wanted to keep them off of globals, which we kept doing with the false dad bans. But on Sky Temple, we knew we didn't have that luxury because we had the ban Tassadar. So we just like YOLO'd on the Zera, just like do what we can to beat it, and it ended up working out even with, you know, the MVP Muradin bot.
Fight.
Oh, and then the other one was the double healer strategy. We just wanted to make sure we played the macro game with Dahaka, and we were able to pull it off.
Yeah, you were able to pull off beating Gale Force Esports in those strategies where no one's been able to. You guys are the first ones to take a game off of them, let alone a series. Dred, do you have any questions for Casanova?
I mean, I've just got nothing but high praise for the group of, you know, the changes that you guys have made as a group of players, and just want to commend you, obviously being one of the youngest members on this roster, for what you guys have been able to do. I honestly don't even have any questions. I'm still trying to gather myself after what I just experienced, but I just wanted to say it's amazing to see what you guys have done for part 1 and going into part 2, and I hope it keeps going.
Thank you. I mean, it's been a long road right now, moving from where we were playing last half to now, and everything feels a lot better. We're working a lot better as a unit, and overall the environment is much better. So it's only can go even more up from here. So
that's awesome.
Casanova, what does it mean for you as a player? I know you put so much on hold to be here. You had a really rough part 1, and now you guys are finally making changes and making waves.
Yeah, I put my life, my heart and soul into esports. I'm all I can say is I'm so happy that we're not just like losing every time anymore. Like, these are good games. I feel like we're improving. I mean, I won't stop until I'm at the top though. I just want to keep going. I want to get, you know, next split maybe, because we've got, you know, a long way to go for first place here, but at least we could maybe make it through playoffs. That's the goal. All
right, well, do you have any shout outs before we let you go?
Yeah, I just need to shout out my team because like everyone played like gods. Shout out to Muradin Bot for sure. He helped us out in that one. And shout out to our manager, Jesse Flower. And yeah, I mean, that's about it. That's all we got right now.
Great. Congratulations. Good luck versus B-Step next week.
Thank you. Thank you.
Can you believe we have another series?
No, actually I can't. That had about enough not only action, tense games, draft innovation, and drama to really sum up maybe an entire split of North America. You know, an entire part 1 was all in one series. It was beautiful, and we've got another one.
It was, and we do. We've got Teammate versus B-Step, the rematch between old teammates. We're headed to a commercial. When we come back, we'll see you for that one.
Welcome to HOTS, a large 2-lane battleground set inside the sprawling grounds of Shimada Castle. Much like Towers of Doom, heroes will not be able to directly assault the core of the opposing team, but must find victory through use of the map's unique mercenaries and central objective. Woven across the center line of the battleground are payload pathways for both teams that cover the top and bottom of the map. These payloads are the key to victory on Hanamura. Escort a payload to its final destination, and damage will be dealt to the opposing team's core. A payload will only move if a friendly player is standing inside its proximity circle, with its movement speed dictated by the total number of friendly players standing inside the circle. The payload will hit max speed at 3 or more players. If even a single enemy player enters the region around the payload, the vehicle will stop. If no friendly players stand inside the proximity circle for a brief duration, the payload will begin to slowly move backwards. Each core has a total of 7 health, with the normal payload securing a single point of damage once the escort is completed. If a team manages to destroy a fort or a keep, their payload...
Killing spree. Shall we see who gathers enough tribute this time? Double kill. Triple kill.
Way to go.
Your killing spree is over. Gather tribute. Earn my honor. Well done. Your enemies shall be weakened. Us? Oh, double kill.
Destroy this fort. These mercenaries could be of use to us.
Well done. And so the curse ends. Perhaps now you realize its value, yes? Gather tribute or face my curse. The choice is simple.
Double kill. Triple kill.
Way to go.
Killing spree.
As the old gods deny. Be seared by fire.
These mercenaries could be of use to us.
This is but a prelude.
I grow tired of your petty squabbling. Gather tribute. Earn my favor.
My flames will spread.
Triple kill. Quad kill. Mayhem.
Victory spread.
These mercenaries could be of use to us.
Shall we see who gathers enough tribute this time? You have won my favor, hero. Let your Keep destroying. Double kill. Keep. Triple kill. Let the curse end. It's my favorite monster. Well done, heroes.
MVP.
Dragonshire.
the call.
The wait is over.
Grant us strength. Before me. Ashalanore. For the frozen throne!
Here we go again!
Our time has come.
Heroes, prepare for combat.
Are you ready for this? My flames are eternal.
Battle commencing in 10 seconds.
Stop the living flame.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let the battle begin. ancient shrines awaken. Control them and let loose the Dragon Knight. Activate the shrines, and the dragon's power is yours. Well done. Rise again and take your revenge, hero. Well, that was rather entertaining.
The spirits guide your hand.
Shall be remembered.
to sender.
You have lost a fort here.
Want to burn first.
Dragon Knight's Feel the dragon. Unleash its power. The dragon awaits, heroes. Free him and destroy your enemy.
The flame cleanses all. Your judgment has come.
Unleash it. Double kill. Fort lost. Your enemy has destroyed a fort.
This one flanks.
Enemy slain.
My flames will spread. Feel me, mortal.
stone. Deeds shall be remembered. Free the Dragon Knight and slaughter your enemies.
Want to burn first. Fear me, mortals. Your efforts have been noted.
Rise again and take your revenge, hero.
The fire comes for you.
It seems you have lost a key. Your core is under attack. Your foe has destroyed the key.